Dear students, I hope that you have already gone through the introduction part of our course unit computer based accounting subject. So you know now what we are going to cover in this particular subject. My task is to make a small presentation about the introduction to the computer based accounting. You know, the meaning of the computer based accounting is very simply taken into the consideration is how we can use the technology IT facilities to do day-to-day activities of our business organization. So let us go through this topic very carefully and try to understand the underpinnings, main important points related to the computer-based accounting. Before we'll go back to the activities related to the software package which we are going to use to teach you the whole complex of activities happening in the business organization when they use the computerized environment in the business. As you agree with me, 99% of the business organization, even in Sri Lanka, nowadays will use different type of IT facilities to do their day-to-day activities. That's why number of people who are working in the business organization under the accounting departments are always reducing and minimizing. The reason behind that is because the companies are now used to get some softwares or the programs or the IT platforms whereby they will able to do all their activities without any problem. So that's why the importance of understanding the computerized environment in the business world for the accounting undergraduate students is much more important for you. So I believe this is going to be the life important subject for you all. Though you are going to study many theoretical subjects in our degree program, one of the key subject which you will get the advantage in the market when you go for the job, this will be the understanding of how to develop the computerized environment to your business organization and how to run the business organization activities by using the computerized environment. So please make note, this is going to be a very important as well as a practical and hands-on experience subject for all of you for your future education. With that small introduction, let us now move on to the subject matters. So let us take it to the next slide. What is computer based accounting? If I ask a small question from you, how you will be giving your answers? You will be giving different answers. But a simplified version of the computer based accounting is carrying out functions in accounting processes using the computer software. So the computer software can be anything. It can be very specific software or it can be general software or using the developed software for specifically used for some kind of purposes. Likewise, you can have many type of softwares available, but if you use certain kind of IT facilities or the IT softwares for purpose of running the accounting processes of your business organization, we can call that as a simply computer based accounting. Now, there are three levels of computer based accounting available in the market depending on the size of the business organization and also the capabilities of the business, how much they can invest for the given particular package is depend on that they can purchase a software related to their business organization. So once you use this software, the great advantage is you are ready, you can always get your outcomes at a time when you require it. So that cannot be done in a manual accounting system. You know how much of time we are wasting to prepare the financial statement of the company. So it takes a lot of time because it is not easy to combine all the informations you gathered and put that into the financial statement and complete it. But this is not like that. Everything you do from the first transaction to the last transaction will immediately posted into the appropriate accounts as well as into the financial statements immediate. So at the end of the day, we can see what is our profit. At the end of the day, we can see the position of our financial statements, where are the positions of your financial strength. We can check all these things by simply wait. Now look at the three levels of the computerized accounting environment available in Sri Lanka. So we can start with the basic, moderated and complex levels. Now the basic level companies, very small business organization, it can be SMEs, it can be very small business organization where the number of workers are very less, and the number of transaction happening in the organization is very much limited. In this type of situation, rather than wasting a lot of money, we can use the spreadsheet packages. You know what you mean by the spreadsheets packages. Spreadsheet package, most popular one is the MS Excel, which is coming with the MS Office software package, whereby we can develop our own accounting packages by using the MS Excel. Now in your next year, you will be learning the MS Excel in deeper. How can you use the accounting modeling to develop various kind of solutions to the business organization activity. Now this will help us to develop a small models. Even though if you don't have the MS Excel, there are some free softwares available, downloadable softwares, open source softwares, which is coming under the spreadsheet packages, can be taken into the consideration of preparing your accounts. Now applicability, when it comes to the applicability, where we can apply this kind of Excel or the open source spreadsheet packages, handling a very basic accounting functions and doing and modeling a small activities relevant to the business, we can use this accounting software which is called Excel, or we call spreadsheet packages. By using the spreadsheet, we can develop our own model. So in a very basic level, people who don't have much of the investments to be made to purchase some kind of softwares to run their day-to-day activities, and the daily transactions are very much limited, 10, 15, 20 and so forth, they can easily develop a model by using the MS Excels to do those activities. I believe the next year you will be able to learn more about this. Then when it comes to the moderate level means the medium level business organization. Most of the Sri Lankan businesses are comes under that category, where we can purchase a accounting software package, basically developed for the very specific purpose of doing our accounting activities, day-to-day transaction processing software packages. It helps us to do our business organization activities in computerized environment. Then some of the examples are Sage, what you are learning, QuickBook package, Mayo, Tally, and many other lists can be added here. There are various accounting softwares developed by the various organizations are available in the market, whereby you can purchase it and you can install that into your computers. Based on the requirement of the business organization, we can get the number of license and we can use that package. So these applications or the accounting software applications will help us to handle the moderate accounting function. As I mentioned earlier, these kind of softwares are basically used in many organizations in Sri Lankan companies. So they are in the moderate level, so they can invest certain amount of money up to certain millions, so they can purchase these softwares available in the market, can do their day-to-day activities without any problem. So that is handling the moderated accounting functions, right? Genuinely handling not a complex situation, but a very simple situations can be handled through this moderated packages. One of the package will be learning by you as well. Now when it comes to the highest level, that is complex level now 3, where the complex level, now the people are using enterprise resource planning system, which is very popular in the large scale multinational companies and also even the small scale business organization. If they are capable of purchasing, it is millions of money and the license are very, very expensive, you can purchase the ERP system. One of the most popular ERP systems are called SAP. SAP ERP system is very popular, but it's very, very expensive type of package. So in our situation, we are not able to purchase this kind of ERP packages to teach you because it's very, very expensive for us. So the SAP, Tally ERP systems are available. Different Sage also having the ERP system nowadays. They have developed their own ERP system. So these ERP systems are totally different from the accounting software packages. These softwares can be used to handle the complex accounting functions in the business organization. It is not only the accounting function, it covers almost all the functions available in the business organization by using the software. I hope you got an idea of what are the levels of different levels of layers available in the Sri Lankan business organization and how they use these IT facilities to develop certain kind of accounting softwares to do their day-to-day business activities. So that's why this diagram is given to you, or this table is given to you. Now look at the difference between the accounting software versus the ERP system. As you can see in this picture, the bigger round is the ERP system. Why is that? Because ERP will cover not only the accounting part, it covers basically management, manufacturing, marketing, productions, HR, and all functions, all main functions available in the business organization will covered by the ERP software package, and part of the ERP is the accounting module, accounting and finance module. Now that's why I have mentioned that when you compare these two things, ERP is the large picture, and what we are going to learn here is one module of the ERP system. ERP consists of central database, and all the information will go to the centralized database, and all the users, different department people can access into that database, and they can get that information to them, and they can modify it according to their requirement. But the accounting software specifically handling the very small functions of the business organization. So that's why there's a difference between the accounting software and the ERP systems. Now these are some of the screenshots of the ERP system, SAP ERP system screenshot. You can see when it comes to our software package also, we can see similar kind of screenshot, but here more facilities are there, amalgamations and also using the other informations can be facilitated through this ERP system. It's an integrated system where different department will contribute different information that goes to the central database, and anybody want it, they can extract that information into the various purposes. So these are some of the screenshots just for your information purpose. You can see when it comes to the software package, we can see similar kind of screenshots are available in the accounting package as well. Right. So these are just for example. Now we'll come to the advantages and disadvantages of using the computer-based accounting. You know, every situation when we are doing something, all these functions or all the activities what we carried out, there can be advantages and there can be disadvantages. Now what is the advantages available in computerized accounting systems or using the IT platform to do day-to-day activities of your business? One of the great advantage you will get is the accuracy of the data. Now the accuracy always depend on the person who input the data into the system, right? So if you input the correct data into the system itself generate you very accurate reports. So the accuracy cannot be generated through the manual system. So always you can do the mistake. But here the systems are developed in such manner whereby when you enter or you input the certain information or the data, actually not the information, input into the system will process that very accurately and generate you the required outcome, which is called generally it's not the input, it's going to be the output or the information, right? And also the speed is another very good advantage, how quickly you can generate your information. You all know when we are preparing the manual accounting, final accounts preparation is not going to be an easy task. So you have to accumulate all the values in the general ledger, then you have to prepare the trial balance. From the trial balance you have to transfer those things into the financial statement. But here once you do the first transaction, it quickly it processes the data into the all required other information into the different fields, whereby at the end of the day you can see your financial statement as well. Then the storage capacity, you know, when it comes to the manual accounting system, accounting departments are very large. There are so many file cupboards, so many tables, so many people are sitting there and working. The capacities, because you don't have any large capacity of storing all this information. Now today what is happening in the business organization? Only one computer and one person working for the accounting department, because everything you do you can store within the hard disk, or if you don't have sufficient hard disk capacity, you can get the external hard disk and you can store all this information. So storage capacity, huge amount of data and information can be stored in one single computer. So that is a great advantage. We can reduce all kind of unnecessary cost going for the fixed assets as well as for the human capital, and also the waste of papers for printing, filing, all kind of things can be reduced by using the storage capacity available in the computer. Then the cost reduction automatically, when we are going to use the accounting software packages, your cost can minimize because all the things will be generated through the system. We don't have any papers required, we don't have many people to work with us, we don't have to have a big space available, we don't have to have a lot of fixed asset available with us, because everything can be handled with the software. So for a long run it will reduce the cost, but the initial cost, as you can see, the disadvantage side, initial cost is very high. Purchasing cost, installation cost, that will be the expensive part, but once you used to it, the total reductions of cost will happen in the different sectors. And the next advantage is up-to-date reports. Anytime, any report you want, up to the last transaction you process into the system, can be generated through that report. So we cannot get this thing in manual accounting system at all. So that is the very important advantage. And also further analyzing capabilities. That result can be further analyzed. You can transfer that into the Excel, you can transfer that into the some other softwares, and you can further analyze. You can develop that with the percentages, you can get the graphs, and that capabilities are also available in the accounting software packages, right? So those are the main advantages. Now look at the disadvantages. As I mentioned earlier, initial cost, purchasing cost is very high. Those are very expensive. Each of the computer you need to have a separate license to use this software. So that's why it is very expensive. Nowadays we are receiving the cloud-based accounting software package. We cannot give that to the somebody else without having the license, because the license number is the crucial thing to get into that package, because they are not giving the softwares now. Softwares is available in the cloud, and by using the license number you can access to the cloud servers. From there you can access to the accounting software package and you can do your work, and that will serve again in the cloud. So by using only the keys which you are receiving, you can access it to that. So the initial costs are very high. Then sometimes the replacement requirements are there, because sometimes when you are going to install that software into your computer, maybe your Windows is not supporting, maybe your configurations available in the computer is not going to support, and also computer will get slow because your hard disk is not sufficient. So in that case you may require to change your environment, you may require to purchase a new computer, and these replacement requirements are coming up, and time to time these people will, every year they will update the software, and then we have to get the updated version, where again the certain cost amount need to be incurred by the user. And also the other disadvantages is the human errors. We cannot ignore the human errors. If the person is typing the wrong value, the system will process that wrong value, and out of that you will get the wrong information to the user, right? So that's why human errors need to be avoided very carefully. That can be the disadvantage, because it will flow through the system automatically and generate the wrong results to the people. Next item is the system errors. And sometimes we got some problem. Now at the initial stage of installation, you got many problems. You cannot install that, you don't know how to use it, how to install. So these problems will faced by the business organization as well, because they are not expert in IT. So you need to have system analyst or the system person like our Samita sir, who will help us to come over these problems and tell us how to install that program, how to correct the errors, and so forth. So that system errors are the another disadvantage available in the computerized accounting. So I think you got the point. What are the advantages and disadvantages of using the computerized environment? Now we'll come to the different type of softwares available in the market. As you can see, the software packages, what we are going to discuss now, we are talking about the middle range companies, that is the normally using the accounting software packages. Now these accounting software packages, what is available in the market, basically we can divide into the two different layers. One is called general or the general purpose software, other one is called special or the tailor-made or the customized software package. What is the main difference between the general software and the special software? Now the meaning of the general software is that particular software package is readily available in the market. You just go, buy it, bring it and install that into your computer, and you can work with that. So it is developed to capture the general purposes of any type of business. It can be used by A, it can be used by B, it can be used by C. It is not going to specifically address your requirement. It is generally developed based on the general accounting principles. So almost all the activities we carried out can be captured through that, but it is not 100% perfect to us. Now for example, if you go to the market and purchase a dress from say certain companies, what is available in the market, say what are the companies you know, so I can't come, Odell, say you go to the Odell and buy a trouser or buy a frock or buy a t-shirt and so forth, that is 100% not fitted to us, no? There can be differentiation, there can be variation, but we purchase it, we never going to throw it out. What we will do, we will adjust that according to our requirement and we will wear it. So the general software is such, you purchase it from the market, put into your computer, it is not 100% matching with you, but you modify it to do your work in a similar manner. So the examples are listed out here. Many software packages available like general softwares which can be purchased, and the package at the top is the one which we are going to teach you: Sage, QuickBook Tally, MyOb, Accounting Pro, DAC-Easy, AdPack and so forth. Some packages are popular in some countries, some packages are popular in other countries. Say Sage is very popular in the Middle East countries, Sri Lanka, as well as in the European countries and British countries, right? But MyOb is very popular in Australia. Mind your own business. It's a very small package. QuickBook and other thing, American packages are there. So many countries are using different type of softwares according to their requirement, and they purchase it. When it comes to the other side, special or the tailor-made software is specifically developed for the requirement of your business organization. No one can take that and put that into their computers and use it. It is very similar to we go to the tailor, give our measurements and get in a trouser or get in a shirt to be prepared for ourselves. That cannot be used by any other person because it's 100% fitted to me only. So the similar kind of thing, these are very expensive because the people will come to your business organization, they will talk to the various person, they will look at your outcomes, they will look at your formats, and they will specifically write down a program which can be run within the organization only. So these are very difficult, expensive type of programs. That's why people cannot buy whole programs. They go by the module: stock control system, payroll systems, general ledger systems, debtors and creditors module, cash book module, and so forth. So that is 100% fixed to us and 100% generating the requirement of our business organization, that cannot be installed into another computer and used by another business. So that is the great difference between the general and special. So the special software specifically for the particular business organization, and meantime general software can be used by any business organization with some modifications. Got the point? Yes. Further, these packages, now when it comes to the general and special software, again we can regroup them into the two different categories, that is called accounting software packages can be supplied in either individual or the standard-alone modules or the totally integrated packages. So what do you mean by the totally integrated, and also what do you mean by the individual or the standard-alone? If you look at the standard-alone package, standard-alone systems are modules. Those modules need to be purchased separately. So each module will come like separate module, and you need to install that into the computers, and you need to work with those modules separately. There are no relationship between the one module to the another module. So it needs to be purchased separately and transfer the values. Now when you want to amalgamate these two together and transfer the value into the general ledger and generate your final account, it takes time and it needs more effort to be made. So that how can we do? Generally you can use two methods. One method is you have to print the control accounts from the each module, and then you have to post them into the another module, take in the final numbers and you put that into the other module. Or you can create another file called transfer file and transfer one module data into that file and the other module data into that. From there you can transfer that into the general ledger module, because the general ledger module is the only module will help us to generate the financial statement. So if you want to prepare your financial statement, these things need to be aligned to one module, and from that we need to get that. So it is not easy. Now most of the time people are not using this standard alone system. Early days they have used, because the software packages are so expensive, people cannot purchase it together. Now what do you mean by the integrated software package? Now an integrated system, all modules are supplied together and operate together. So all these modules, what do you mean by the modules? You can have a data module, you can have a supplier module, you can have a stock module, you can have a cash module, you can have a bank module, you can have a payroll module. All these modules are generated like a one system, and it is integrated in between them and supplied together. So you purchase the software, all these modules are there within the software. So then when you are working with the one particular module, the transactions will automatically flow to the other modules if it is related to that. Information created in one module automatically flows to the other module. So the great advantages there, you enter it into one particular package or the module. So if it is related to the next module, automatically this data will transfer to that module. So that's why people nowadays purchasing this integrated accounting software. Now the package which we are going to teach you is normally called general softwares, but it comes like an integrated accounting software package. මතක තියාගන්න. ඒතර පුතාලට අපි උගන්වන package එක general software, but it's an integrated accounting system. Right? Sage is an integrated accounting software package, but it is available in the market and it is called general software. Not 100% specifically developed for our purpose. Okay. Now when it comes to the accounting software package, there are different type of file systems are available. An accounting package normally organizes an accounting databases. So each package will generate its own database comprising number of files. So these data will be stored in the database automatically by the system. It consists of several files, provide accounting information required for the user. So what are the three type of files or the categories available in accounting software package? Master files. So the master files is the main category of files which the data will store into the general system. And also the transactions file, which help us to do the day-to-day activities of our business organization. And also sometimes we call temporary working files. Temporary working files are specifically developed for the very specific purpose. Once the purpose is over, that will automatically removed. Now if I ask question, tell me example for the temporary file. So how you will explain that? So we will ask this question later on when it comes to the live sessions. We will talk about that, right? So we'll keep that separately. Now let's look at what you mean by the master files. Master files contain relatively static data. It is generally not going to change day to day by doing the transaction. So it's a very specific relatively static data plus some quantitative values. These quantitative values are automatically updated through the transactions file, right? So periodically. Now the quantitative values are the total value. For example, if you take the debtors master file consists of all the information relevant to your debtors, your customers, name, addresses, so many other information. And meantime, it shows you the overall value of your debtors collections, right? So all the overall total of the different debtors values will be appearing there based on the transaction you carried out. Some of the examples for the master files: debtors master file, creditors, general ledger, stock, and so forth is available in a software package. Then the most important one, transactions file. Transactions files are the summarized data available in the source document. So transaction files are helping us to summarize the data available in our source document. You take, what do you mean by the source document? Your sales orders, purchase orders, invoices, cash notes, and so forth. So all these documents will be used to process the data into the system. But when you use the computerized environment, you don't have these source document, because source document is itself created by the system, and we need to just take the printout and give it to our customer. One copy to the customer, one copy to the accounting branch, and one copy to your file. So all these things will come with 3 copies, and you can take the copies of printouts, right? So these transactions will be processed into the system by using the source document, normally used to update the balances in the master file. When you do work with that, balances in the master file will be updated by doing the transaction. Finally, temporary working files. What do you mean by the temporary working files? Temporary files are very short-term files kept for very specific purposes, data in which will be deleted when the purpose is over. So once the particular activity is completed, that data will be automatically removed from the particular file. So very good example is the suspend account. We all know when we are preparing the final accounts, if the two sides, debit and credit, is not balancing, we cannot wait until we find all the errors. We will put that balance into the suspend account and we complete our final account preparation. but you cannot keep this suspend account for a longer period. Within the next accounting period, you need to identify the errors and readjust the errors to your the retained earning accounts, and also you have to close this suspend account. So waiting on bill is a very specific category which is available in computerized environment. What do you mean by the waiting on bill? Sometimes you may receive the goods from the vendor or your supplier, but not the original bill. So what we will do, we will accept all the item by using the computerized system that will be forwarded into the stores. Let's go to the stores and we can use for the selling purpose. But unfortunately, we cannot release the payment to the supplier until we will receive the bill, original bill, right? So then we have a tick. There are certain places we will teach you at the time when we are doing the software package. We can block that from making the payment. So mistakenly also you cannot pay that because you are not received the original bill. We can put a tick onto the certain place, then automatically it will be in the waiting on bill category. And there are some advance received. So these advances are also received, cannot be taken into the final account because you have not done a particular job to the particular party. So advances need to be settled. So once the advance is settled, we can do the transaction. So these are kind of temporary files. All temporary files what you are using in the manual systems are available in the computerized environment as well. So that's it for the discussion of this small video. So the next discussion will be the introduction to the Sage Line 50 software package which we are going to use. But unfortunately, my dear sons and daughters, at the moment you are not in the university and we were not able to give you the Sage Line 50 software package license software, and we have given you the early version of the Sage which is called Peachtree. But using the Peachtree, we are going to show you everything what we can do by the Sage package as well. So thank you very much for joining today's session and understand all these things. Now if you have anything to be clear, anything not clear to you what we have explained in this particular video, please come with your questions. Ask that during our live sessions which we are going to conduct for you in Zoom lectures, right? So join with our next Zoom lecture. Please go through this video, understand the first part, introduction to the computer based accounting. So thank you very much.